So, I wanted to talk today about people missing you. Like, you guys know when they say, like, people don't miss you until you're gone. That is really true. Um, I just know people just miss your presence. Like, I know people miss me. Like, I'm gonna give you guys this scenario. So, before we get started, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been here, I love you. And to the new ones, just make sure you subscribe, like the video, and click the notification bell so you'll know when I go live and stuff like this, because I be on here quite often. But okay, so my ex, he hit me up on Snapchat, and when he hit me up, he talked about someone else. He was saying like somebody that I know back home is weird. And when I was trying to see like what he was talking about and stuff, he was like, "Oh, this is something that happened like 3 months ago." So then we started talking about something else. But I could tell that he just wanted to hit me up, but he didn't know how to hit me up, because when people know they did you wrong, and they know like you was a good person, it'll bother them. Like, they'll miss you, but pride and ego like doesn't let them, won't let them like apologize, which he has or whatever. But I'm the type of person, like, I don't hate you, but I just don't want to be friends with my exes. And there's no beef, like, I'll see you when I see you and I'll speak, but we don't have to stay in touch. Like, we don't have to tell each other, happy birthday. You don't have to tell me Merry Christmas. Like, that's just how I am. Like, especially like if I know I was a really good person to you. So I just want anybody out there, like, this has just been on my heart. Like, they miss you, like, whether it's your family, your friends, your ex-lover, like, they miss your presence because you were a good person, like, you might have prayed for them, you might have been a positive light to them, you might have just been a ear for them to listen to. And I know with my ex, I told him, I said, I feel like I'm your therapist because you always just venting to me. Like, he would literally let's talk to me about, like, he used to talk to me about girls he was dating. Like, I used to laugh because, like, I used to be his girlfriend. It's like, you left me, so that's what you choose. So I just wanted to tell you guys that they miss you. Like, people, they be in my views, they be in my let's say like TikTok, it'll tell you when people it might suggest like people you may know, which means like you guys are watching me, or like it'll just tell you, and it's like, you have good energy, that you have that aura, and it just feels like something in their life is missing, like you was that puzzle that was missing from their life. And they're not gonna admit it because they're prideful. Like, pride and ego is up here. It's just best to just be alone, and just have the gift of discernment till God just really send that person in your life that's gonna be there, or send someone who's chosen like you, and who believes in God like you, because I just wouldn't recommend just having people around you just to have them around you. Like, it's okay to, be lonely, but just try to fight it. Like, just because when you're alone, God is really just molding you to get to that next level. So being alone is not a bad thing. But anyways, they miss you. Like, like they miss you, and like they didn't realize, like they didn't appreciate you, or they didn't value you when you were in their life, so now that you're not there, they're trying to, I moved to another state, so I'm not running into people anymore. They're not seeing me anymore. They don't know what I'm doing, so all they can do is just watch me. And it's sad because you could have been a part of this, but everything happens for a reason. I feel like the reason God probably hasn't blew my music up or hasn't took me to the next level because of who I had around me. And God will, he'll hold your blessings until you get those people from around you, because he don't want them to go with you. Family included, friends included. And it's sad because that's just what it is. But you guys just have to just know that they miss your presence. Like, people, when they say you don't miss something till it's gone, it's really true. People are really prideful. It's not too many good people in the world, so when you do find a good person, just try to hold on to them. I know me, like, personally, like, I always, like, apologize if I did something wrong or feel like I offended you. But people don't even know how to just drop their nuts, you know? Like, they think, like, I don't know, just having options is letting people be okay with losing good people. And it's okay because they're not going to be you, you know? You just are special and you just have some qualities about you. You know, like that job, I know they miss you. That ex-lover spouse, I know they miss you. That friend, I know they miss you. That sibling, that brother or sister you no longer talking to because they did something foul, I know they miss you, you know? And you just have to, and it hurts, you know, it does hurt, but you can't keep letting people treat you bad because they're your family or they're your friends or, you know, you have a soft spot for them. You have to just pray for them and just keep your distance. And of course, it's okay to forgive people, but just forgive them from a distance. Like, you really just have to make them miss you because you are a really good person. Like, you know, I know me, like, I feel like everybody tries to spin the block. Like, I really do. Like, even like old friends, you know, and I'm not gonna act like I've always been perfect, but for the most part, I feel like I'm really solid. Like, I don't really do no lame shit or no whole shit. You know, I'm really just a solid female, and that's really hard to come by. So I just feel like people just take you for granted, and then, you know, you'll just be minding your business, and then you see them popping up in your views, you know, or they might come up in like people you may know, or, you know, something like that. Like, I know TikTok or whatever, and I don't care, you know, honestly, but, you know, just let people miss your presence because it's like they fumbled you, you know. And it's not to like brag or anything because everybody always try to come back, but just try to remember why they're not around you in the first place, you know. Like, people don't appreciate your value, you know, when you're in their life. Like, they don't appreciate you, you know. And then when they realize they can't find nobody like you, like, they might not care because they're like, oh, I got TT and I got such and such and I got JoJo and I got Quan. And it's like, you know, then they realize like, oh, these person really don't even care about me like you did. And then they'll try to come back and it's like, you know, you don't even like really have those feelings you had anymore. Like, you might entertain them or you might talk to them, but you just really trying to keep your distance because, you know, like, you know, and especially like with me, like with it being a new year, like if I have not seen you this year, I don't want to see you, you know. Like, it's a lot of people, like, they'll hit me up like, oh, when you coming back to Alabama, or, and like, even if I was to come to Alabama, I wouldn't want to see you guys. Like, I really just get my kids and we go to Atlanta. Like, anytime I do go to Alabama, I'm really never there. Like, I'm really getting my kids and then I'm gone. So you guys just remember that don't think that they don't miss you. Like, life is really eating people up, especially if you were like a person that you prayed for people. And, you know, like, I know my ex, like, we went to church together, you know, I used to pray for him. So when you don't have that anymore and then like life starts fumbling, you know, you might see your finances going down or you're just always in some stuff, it's because, you know, you don't have that person anymore who was praying for you and who has you covered. You know, you're kind of just out there on your own. And, you know, a lot of people, they're not in tune with what's going on. So I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know that they definitely miss you. And if they're not going to tell you, I'll tell you they miss you. Whoever you thinking about when I say this video, they definitely miss you. And, you know, just don't even worry about it. You know, it's their loss. God is sending you someone better. Don't ever like think, you know, if they're not in your life now, they're not supposed to be in your life. So don't ever think like, just don't really worry about the past. Like, just ask God to bring you new everything and just really be specific, because he'll bring you somebody in your life who won't fumble you, you know, who will appreciate you the first time around if you're a good person. And don't try to not be a good person. Like, I know it's hard. Like, we're always like, oh, I don't want to be a good person. But no, like, keep being a good person and just keep doing you, because you're going to get rewarded for it. I'm pretty sure they're going through hell. Like, regardless of how they try to make it look, I'm pretty sure they're catching it. That's why you see them in your views, because I feel like if somebody really moved on from you, you wouldn't really like see them or hear anything about them, you know? Like, people would just randomly hit you up out the blue. Like, I had somebody hit me up yesterday on Instagram, and they was asking me did I still have videos of them. And like, guys, I swear, like, me and this guy, we probably like haven't dated since like over 10 years ago. Like, literally, I haven't dated this guy over 10 years ago. And he wrote me, I mean, we're friends on Instagram, so he wrote me on in my DM, and he was asking me, he just randomly said, I miss you. He was like, I miss you. And I was like, that was random. And he was like, well, I do. I just wanted to let you know. So I was like, I miss you too. And he was like, do you still have those videos? And I'm like, thinking, I'm like, what videos? I'm like, we ain't never made no videos. I'm thinking like explicit. I'm like, what is he talking about? And I was like, when I thought about it, I was like, I saw him in 2021. I was a bartender at the Safe Room. And he came in there, and all the girls was like, he's really attractive. Like, I'll give him that. He's a handsome guy. On the eyes, he's really good looking. And he's a sweet guy. Like, I can't say nothing bad about him. He's a great guy. So when he came into the club, all the girls was like on his dick. But he only was studying me. He was just like, he's just like that. Like, he's handsome, you know. So the girl, she was just like, what's up? And I was like, that's my ex. Like, we used to date or whatever. So when he came in, we made videos together, you know, we were drinking, you know, we was just living in the moment. So I guess he watched those videos, and he was like, oh, he reached out. And I swear the first thing he said was, I miss you. So guys, that was just confirmation to let you know that, like, they miss you. You know, they might not say it, but they miss you, and they see what God's doing in your life. Like, they see, they know what's up. They see what's finna happen, and they can't go with you. And it's okay, you know? Like, it's okay. Everybody can't go to the top with you. When they say the top is lonely, it really is lonely. So I just wanted to make this video because I know it can help somebody who, you know, been kind of feeling like alone and just feeling like they don't got nobody. But it's okay. God got you right where he needs you to be. And just focus on his voice. Don't worry about no distraction, okay? And if nobody told you, I'm proud of you. Keep going. You got this. Alright guys, make sure to like the video, share the video to somebody, you know, we can get this message out there. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you've been here, you know, we locked in. Thank you for joining my tribe. Thank you for staying here with me. This is your girl Pocanova, and I'll see y'all in the next video.